Hello, my friends. So, are you working out 3 to 5 times a week? Are you eating the right things and still not reaching your goal physique? You're still not gaining muscle, you're still not getting to the shredded level that you want to be. So in this video, I'm going to break down the secret to getting absolutely shredded and what you're probably doing wrong that's preventing you from reaching your goal physique. So, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So if you're new to my channel, you'd probably know that I used to be over 215 pounds at one point. I was overweight, lacked motivation, did not know what I was doing in the gym, and I went from 215 pounds to 169 pounds, sub 15% body fat. I have fully visible six-pack abs. I am absolutely shredded. So I kind of know what I'm talking about. I also am an ER nurse. I've been an ER nurse for nearly 10 years now. So I have a medical background and I have real life hands-on experience with all this stuff. So let's get into what exactly you need to do. So the main reason why you're probably not reaching your goals is because you are not tracking your calories. You are not tracking your workouts. Tracking is one of the most important things that you can do. And it doesn't just apply to fitness and diet, it can relate to multiple different facets of life. Another example of an area where you want to track is your finances, for example. You want to make sure that you aren't spending excessively, you have enough money that you're saving. It's really important that you learn this skill and you apply it to your life because it can change a lot of things in your life and allow you to reach your goals way easier if you actually track and measure your progress and your efforts. So, the first thing you want to do is you want to download an app called Fat Secret. So, Fat Secret's an app that'll allow you to be able to track your calories and track your macros, and it actually can kind of give you a breakdown of some different weight loss plans that you can use. Or if you're wanting to bulk up and gain muscle, it can also give you some ideas with that as well. So download the app, go through and start tracking all your calories. And the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you're hitting your protein requirement. So there's a lot of different research around how much the ideal protein requirement is. The safe bet would just be to go for 1 gram per pound of body weight. That is the most, I guess, research aspect. That will probably give you the most bang for your buck, making sure that you're at least getting that gram per pound of body weight. And the reason why I say that is because protein actually keeps you full for longer compared to some of the other macros. The second macro that's very important for this is carbs. So carbs aren't necessarily a bad thing. I know there's a lot of people that think that you should completely cut out carbs. Carbs are bad. Carbs will make you gain fat, make you diabetic. That's not true. You do need carbs. It is one of the essential macros, but you need to use carbs in a smart way. Carbs will help you to perform better in the gym. So you want to have meals that are higher in carbs centered around your workout. So ideally, probably an hour or two before your workout, get stuff that has carbs in it, eat things that have carbs in it, because that will help you to perform better in the gym. Carbs and protein together is most ideal. So you could have like a smoothie, for example, maybe put some fresh fruits in there and then also put some whey protein in there. And that will be the ideal pre-workout snack for you to perform better in the gym. So once you get your carbs right, once you had your protein right, then the last macro you want to worry about is fat. You want to minimize fat, but you don't want to cut it out completely. So fat is responsible for helping to create many different hormones in the body, including testosterone, which testosterone is very important for gaining and maintaining muscle mass for men. So you want to make sure that you're not completely cutting out your fats. And what Fat Secret will do is it will actually give you an exact breakdown once you input all of the different foods and stuff that you ate for the day, how much of each macro you're getting. And this will help you to make sure that you're on the right track with your weight loss. And Most people, when they're cutting, they want to cut out about 500 calories a day. That's on the higher end, actually. It just depends on how overweight you are when you're starting your diet. So you want to go between the range of 200 to 500 calories if you're cutting. Same thing with if you're trying to gain, you want to do 200 to 500 calories more a day. So once you're doing this, you'll notice that you'll be able to better achieve your weight loss or weight gain level. So the second thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you are tracking your actual workouts themselves. So one thing that you should remember is you want to progressively overload every single week. So you want to push yourself as hard as you can with good form. You don't want to cheat on your form to reach a certain level. You do want to make sure that you are doing this with good form. But every week, your workout should get a bit harder. And that can be something as small as just increasing 1 rep more to each set of your workout, or just maybe increasing your weight by just 2.5 pounds on each side. And I know that sounds like a very small amount, and a lot of people think that, oh, well, that small of an amount, it's not really going to make a big difference. It's not really going to make me any bigger than I am already. But that's not necessarily true. Any sort of stimulus that's going to challenge your body is going to make your body adapt. And your body is an adapting machine. And it will help you to adapt and become the best version of yourself, the more stronger version of yourself. So make sure that you are increasing that weight or the amount of reps every workout. And the way you do that is by knowing what you did the week prior. And that's a major issue that a lot of people have, especially beginners. They go into the gym and they just wing it. They go in, they just choose a random machine, and they start doing their workouts. And they don't remember the following week when they go in what they did, what exercise they did, what settings they put some of these machines on. That's also important. The setting that you put a machine on can completely affect your strength level on that exercise. So you want to make sure that everything is consistent when you're going in. So that's another thing. The easiest way to do this is the most simplest way to do it, is to, if you have an iPhone, I'm sure Samsung phones also have this, but just go into your phone's Notes app, and on the Notes app, write down, if you're following a workout program, then write down all the exercises of that workout program for each day, label it, and then just put in exactly how many sets you did, how many reps you did, and even if there's a machine that you were using, note what settings you had that machine on. And that will help make sure that you're dialed in and that you are pushing yourself every workout. That alone will be a major game changer for you. And then the third thing that you want to make sure that you are tracking is your weight. And the way you track your weight is obviously by having a good scale that's going to help you to know exactly whether you're gaining or losing weight. And the way you do this is you want to make sure that consistency is being done with this as well. So do it ideally when you first wake up in the morning, after you've used the restroom, and before you've ate anything. That will give you the most consistent and most accurate reading. And do this every single day. And you can get a scale off Amazon that actually tracks your weight level and will upload it automatically into your phone and into your health app. And that will give you a rough average every week of whether you're gaining or losing weight. And that'll be a major motivator for you, and will also let you know whether you need to increase the amount of calories that you're taking or decrease the amount of calories that you're taking. And that will be great for making you achieve your goals. So finally, the last thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you have your TDEE level known. And there's a lot of different calculators and things out there. The simplest thing to do is just to go on Google, search TDEE calculator, And once you go on there, it's going to ask you what your age is, your gender, your height, even your body fat percentage if you know what your body fat percentage is, and your activity level and your weight, obviously. And that will give you a rough breakdown of what your maintenance calorie amount is. And you can use that to help you by increasing whatever it gives you as your maintenance calories by 200 to 500 calories, or decreasing them by 200 to 500 calories if you're wanting to cut. And that will give you a rough ballpark number to go for. And I promise, if you do all of these things that I just mentioned in this video that are all related to tracking, you will start seeing progress. And when you see that progress, it will motivate you to continue to push yourself and become the best version of yourself. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. And if you did find this helpful, I really appreciate a like or subscribe. I am a new channel. My channel is centered around self-improvement. And currently right now I'm discussing fitness and weight loss, but I will cover other topics as well. Right now, this is my focus. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and stay jacked and shredded this summer, my friends.